Today we're going to be starting to install the sink and dishwasher downstairs. This will be part one of probably at least 2 or 3, I would imagine. This here is the sink and what I believe is all the apparatus we need to connect the sink to the water supply. I'm not particularly well versed in plumbing. I don't do it that much, so we're gonna get all this stuff out and check it and make sure that I have everything that we need before I go to the store, because I do have to go to the store to get some lumber. So I think the objective for this video will be to assemble the sink, check the hookup apparatus, and once the sink is assembled, then we can take the sink inside and find out how large the platform needs to be, because we're going to build a platform on casters that can be moved around along with the dishwasher. So the sink and the dishwasher are going to mount on this platform that I got to build, and I don't know what size it needs to be until we have the assembled size of the sink. So let's open the sink up here and get started. The sink, well, actually nothing is going to be able to be opened because I did not bring out an opening apparatus. Opening apparatus. That one just broke. I fixed it. Okay, let's get this open. This is supposedly all-inclusive in the sense that it's got the legs and the basin and everything, but it's concerningly light. So I don't know, maybe it's not good. Ah! Stop! Yeah, I'm not reading that. Okay, so I come with this is the drain apparatus, which actually, this is the one part I didn't understand. So I don't have anything for the drain as of now. There already is a pump, a sewage pump downstairs for the laundry machine, because the sewer output is higher than the floor. It's about halfway up the floor. So I'm hoping that we can connect this sink and this dishwasher into the existing sewage pump, as opposed to having to buy a second one, which I will do if necessary, but I'd much rather not because they're expensive. So I know what the size of the pipe is going into the pump, but I did not know what the size of the apparatus coming out of the sink would be. Now we know, so I'll figure this out, and when I go to the store later, I will try to get something that will connect this to the pump. I also have to figure out, and this is also going to be done once the platform is built, I have to figure out how high off the ground the sink sits, and depending on how tall it is, I might build the platform a little bit higher so that we have enough gravity feed into the pump. So we'll get to that later. The sink itself, to make sure nothing is broken or anything stupid like that. I don't see any cracks or anything. In the photographs on the website, it kind of showed like a lip here and then like lines, so you could put soap and it would drain in there or something like that. This doesn't have that, and so now if water gets on top here, it's going to go over the place, which is stupid. So I'm not particularly pleased with that, but I'm not sending it back. If need be, I'll take a bead of caulk and put something that I can fix that. It's just you shouldn't have to. right? Some apparatus taking it back here. So actually what I might be able to do, because I can use the existing trap and then I could just get some kind of flexible hose or something that screws onto here. There's different things I can do with the drain. I'll explore that later. And now inside of here, you've got does it really only come with 2 legs? No, it doesn't. Okay, that I was about to get a little upset over. It does not come with 2 legs. It comes with 4 legs. And they come with 2 supply lines, but they're very short, so that's not super useful. And they come with a drain plug that's useful, and it comes with, that's I believe part of the drain apparatus, and then these things which are mounts, I think, which we'll use, mount to the platform. And it comes with installation instructions. I need to stop the video for a moment to adjust the camera settings. The screen is not going to sleep, which I had changed for a different film that I was doing, but now I need it to go back to sleep, otherwise it's going to burn through the battery real quick. Okay, I've adjusted the settings and it should be good for this particular video now. Okay, so put this away. Looks like everything is fine here, so I don't think that I'll need to keep the box for sending it back. Keep it. Now let's take a look at my attempt to get the faucet hooked up, and let's see if it's correct. So actually let's film over here because I think it's a little bit brighter. So this is the faucet that I got. This is the Peerless P114LF single handle kitchen faucet with integral spray chrome. So it's got it should work with this sink because this has quite a few knockouts there, different configurations, so I'm not worried about getting this to work. This should be it should be fine. It allegedly has a lifetime warranty, which is interesting. Let's go ahead and open this up here. This apparatus is not going to work. This apparatus is working perfectly. It looks like it's going to require some kind of whatever's in that tube, some kind of cork or something maybe. So I'll probably have to pick that up at the store. The faucet will work. The finish will last. Does it say made in China somewhere after that? No, it doesn't. I wonder where this is made. Ah, here we go. Made in China. Ooh. Okay, let's open this up and see what it looked like. So here's the point of interest is going to be this supply line there. So the sink or something came with this, and I believe the way that this works is I'm only going to do one because this is just to test. I believe that this will go on here, which will give us the hot and cold water. And this, I think, is what's called a compression fitting, because this should have it's got the rubber gasket in there. So I think this does not need any additional kind of sealage or whatever. I think if water starts spraying everywhere, then I guess that was incorrect. Okay, so then from there we end up with this, and I think that will go into this. And I'm actually going to go ahead and disconnect this from here so that we don't break the faucet, because this is already turning around in there and I don't think it's supposed to do that. Both of them do. I guess it's normal. Okay. So remember, the faucet will work. So this should go on here. This, I believe, is also what's called a compression fitting, and this will give us the 90-degree angle. So it'll come down from the sink and it'll route. It's going to go to the left. And so then next we need to couple this connection with which we use these. And this also, I believe, is a compression fitting. I hope that's not wrong, otherwise I'll be saying something wrong in the whole video. And then from there it will go into this, which has a 5-year warranty. This is an 8-foot long supply hose, which should be able to handle hot or cold. This should go on to here, and then providing this is long enough, which I think that it should be, this will go up to where the laundry hooks up, and I'll just split it, which I got which I have this for. So then this will go in here, because ultimately I'm going to need 3 hot water taps off that line and 2 cold. And while this probably shouldn't be trusted for long-term operation, it doesn't matter, because I always shut the water off to the stuff anyways after I use the laundry equipment. You know, the shut-off is right above the machine. There's no reason not to use it. So if it doesn't, it is fine. If it breaks, it's going to break under attended operation only. I had a very similar product outside last year in a garden hose spigots, front and back, and there was no problems. It worked properly all year. The only problem is the throughput is very limited. It's very small, but this is very small as well, and the dishwasher hose I believe is this size, so it doesn't really make any difference in this case. So it looks like I was correct and I got everything right. The only thing I don't know is I guess I bought this not realizing that the faucet or the sink would come with one, because the faucet said it didn't, so I bought it. Well, so now I have a spare, I guess. Alright, so my plumbing was correct. Now if it'll not leak and all that, that's a different story, but oh gosh, this is funny. This is really funny. Made in China and handwritten. I have never seen that before. That's funny. Alright, so now let's assemble the sink. Supposedly, these just kind of press fit into the bottom of the sink, which I'm not too fond of that, but I guess it wouldn't matter because all the weight should be pushing down on it anyways. I don't know, this is the only like cheesy part of the setup is this sink. So if it breaks or it doesn't last, whatever. And it literally just says to tap it in place. So I'll grab a block of wood and tap it in place. I think that's as far down as it's gonna go. It says there's supposed to be a gap, so there's a gap. For what it's worth, it seems pretty secure. Yeah, it's actually perfectly secure. So, okay. It's a good sized sink. Gonna fit like yeah, I can fit a fan right in there. Alright, so now we gotta attach the legs, the feet, whatever it is. These are common screws for some reason. I don't know why they wouldn't use Phillips. I haven't seen these in a long time. Alright, I gotta go get some more tools and then we'll proceed with the connection of these levelers, they're calling them. According to the instruction manual, they're telling you to put these on the inside grooves are going to make it kind of difficult to secure this down. So I think that I might put them on the outside. And, I could do it like this. I guess it would look kind of weird. Alright, we'll have to put it on the inside then. It does have a little plastic groove to keep that from turning, though we'll see how well that actually works. If need be, I could always remove the levelers and then put it back. You know, like screw them down first and then put the sink there. Screw them to the platform first. You know what, this leg is a little bit loose. I must not have put this one on hard enough. Now it's secure. Well, that did actually seem to work. Yeah, it did work. Okay. Considering how unlevel the floor is downstairs, we might actually need to use these. Or, since the dishwasher also needs to be level, I might shim the platform on the casters to make it level in relation to where it's going to sit, most likely when it's in use. Okay, there we go. The leg is attached and the levelers are also attached. So now we can take the thing inside and put it next to the dishwasher, take some measurements and figure out how large the platform needs to be. Here's the fix-up. We have the dishwasher and the sink. And then I have this countertop piece, which I'll put a clean cut on here to get rid of all this mess. And then this will sit on top of the dishwasher, so we have usable counter space over that thing. And then the whole platform will go on these casters. I have 2 straight casters and 2 swivel casters. These are not ideal. I would have rather had locking casters, but they're very expensive and I don't feel like buying new ones. These, I think I actually got these on a dumpster dive. They're a little bit defective. There's like a flat spot on the wheel right there and whatnot, but they, they don't roll the greatest, but they will work. These swivel ones are actually in really good shape. I mean, the balls are even still greased up and everything. So I don't know what these were used for, but it's not like I'm going to be rolling this thing all over the place. It just needs to be able to move a couple of feet, a couple of times a year to when I need to get to the oil filter. Because for now it's going to kind of sit here and it can kind of be pushed back a little bit over there out of the way when it's not in use. So I think that's a good stopping place for this portion of the video. So I'm going to go ahead and make some measurements, which is not something I'm very good at. And then I'm going to go buy some lumber, figure out the drain situation, which it will be tall enough to gravity feed into the existing pump. And then we'll have a part 2 and maybe a part 3.